Time to put away those Halloween decorations. It's the start of the season of giving. Hello, I'm Justin Gick.
And I'm Callie Montana. Ever need to charge your phone while in the city? Well, look no further with Philly's new kiosk installations. We have all this and more coming up on LTV News, where the action never stops.
Welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Olney Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on the next half hour, as Caitlin Pages had the opportunity to sit down with the Mass Vice President of Publicity for this week's interview. So let's hear the buzz around campus.
A new agreement between LaSalle University and Valley Forge Military College will add VFMC to the growing number of schools in the Philadelphia region to partner with LaSalle for dual admissions. Cadets at Valley Forge who earn those associate's degree will be able to transfer to LaSalle to complete their bachelor's in selected fields of study. Since its founding in 1935, VFMC has earned its status as a well-renowned accredited university. When discussing this new partnership, Maureen Malone, Dean of FMC, stated, quote, "We look forward to working with LaSalle University as our schools work towards the common goal of offering exceptional education to our students," unquote.
Are you looking to give back this holiday season? If you answered yes, then you are in luck, because LaSalle Dining needs your help in collecting non-perishable canned foods and dry goods. Donations will be going to Our Lady of Hope Catholic Church for their Table of Hope Thanksgiving dinner. The food drive will run until November 13th, and you can drop off the items at Treetops, B&G, the Communication Center, and the School of Business in room 256. More drop-off locations can be found on the portal.
As cooler temperatures make their way through, LaSalle's Feed Philadelphia chapter has a task for you. Students are encouraged to donate items ranging from jackets, blankets, hats, gloves, and even lightly used shoes for people in need. After you donate an item to your next mission is to nominate 3 other people to do the same. That person can either donate a piece of clothing or make a $10 contribution to LaSalle's Clothing Challenge GoFundMe page. All donations will go to the Blessed Serenelli community in Kensington. And Callie, what a really great idea this group has.
I totally agree. And you know what I think we should do? I think we should start a challenge. So I'm going to go and donate stuff, but I'm also going to challenge all the LTV producers. So that includes you, Justin,
okay.
Caitlin, Dave, and Julie. So I think, it's a great way for us to give back. So
yeah, it's a great idea.
We're all going to have to. But trying to figure out what to do after graduation, LaSalle is hosting an event called the Long-Term Service Fair. The event is seeking students who are looking to take a gap year before heading into the job market. Juniors and seniors, and encouraging them to spend some time volunteering. Representatives from LaSallians Volunteers, AmeriCorps, Jesuit Volunteer Corps, Peace Corps, and 30 other volunteer organizations will be in the Union Ballroom on November 14th. These representatives will be there to help students decide which long-term service experience will be the best post-graduation plan for them.
LaSalle's theater group, The Mask, will have their opening night of their show company November 10th. Let's hear all about it as Caitlin Pages chats with the Mask Vice President of Publicity, Kate Donahue. Check it out.
So, word around campus is this week is the opening week for the Mask production of Company.
Yes, it is. It opens on Friday the 10th, and we go on Saturday. So Friday and Saturday, there are 8 o'clock shows, and then on Sunday, this weekend, there is a 2 o'clock matinee, and then next weekend, starting on Thursday to Saturday, there's 8 o'clock shows again.
Very cool. So are these tickets free for students, or?
Yes, students get 1 free ticket. So the first time they go to the show, they can show their ID and get a free ticket. And then after they use up that free ticket, they can always come back, because we love having people in our audience. And the tickets would be $10 for students, and $8 for students. $10 is general admission. So if your parents want to come, because theater, that's $10, and then alumni is $6.
Very cool. Nice. So it's like a little incentive for people to come back, some alumni to come back. But Company, I've never heard of it. Can you tell me more about this show?
Company is about a man named Bobby, and he is a bachelor in New York, and all of his friends are married, and they're all wanting him to get married or trying to set him up, and he's kind of like, I don't need to get married. And his process, the show is pretty much his process of how he gets from, I'm fine being a bachelor, to maybe I am ready for marriage. And it's one of the most ambitious shows for music-wise that we've ever done, and I think it's going to be really good.
Very cool. So we have some talented people in this show, I'm sure. What are some other popular musicals that the Mass has put on in the past?
Well, last fall, we did Little Women, which I know a lot of people probably didn't really think of it as a musical, but it was adapted into a musical, and it was pretty big on Broadway. Sutton Foster was in it. I don't know if you know her. She's kind of big. And so that was a really awesome show that we did. We had a lot of really cool effects for that. We rented some LED lights, and that looked really cool. And then there have been just a lot of other shows. For the years that I've been here, we did Curtains, which isn't really all that well known, but it was a really fun show for everyone involved. And this show has been pretty fun so far.
Nice. And you mentioned lights, which I think is very fitting because from what I hear, that is your expertise with the Mask.
Yes, I am co-master lighting along with Katie Kapfer, who is a sophomore, and we are both the co-masters for lighting, and so we've come up with where the lights go, what colors come on, when lights go on, when they go off, and we kind of just record that, and whenever the show is running, it kind of just like hit go, and it just goes from there.
Very cool. So in addition to like all of our actors and actresses who put on an amazing show, what else goes into these productions? Like you do lighting, and I'm sure there's so much else behind the scenes that we don't even see. Well,
there's a lot of categories of the Mask. So there's sound, lighting, carpentry, props, scenic, and then there's the orchestra. And those are just a few of the basics that we do. And then there's also, we have a producer position, and currently that is John Maines, who is a junior, and he oversees everything and pretty much has some say in what is happening, because the director does have say of like what she has a vision for. And he is also trying to like make sure everyone's happy and really excited and ready to go. And we also have a vice president of technical affairs, and she oversees all of the technical stuff. So all of lighting, sound, carpentry, you name it.
Very cool. So for people who are interested in theater but might not be like super confident in their acting skills, or maybe that's just not what they want to do, they can definitely join the Mass to be involved in, I believe you call it like tech, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And even if, we have open tech nights, which is when we like have carpentry or lighting, or like just anyone meets, and anyone can come in and try out different things, and you can always come back, and it's just a fun way to figure out what you like. And next semester in the spring, the early spring, we have things called Mavericks, which are one-act shows written and directed by students. And so that's just a really great way to see if you like acting. I've acted in a couple of those, and those have been a lot of fun. And I'm actually writing one with a fellow junior in the Mask, Isabel McCreevy.
Very cool. So this weekend directly and next weekend we do have company to look forward to, but as you mentioned, next semester we have more from the Mask, including the Maverick shows, and I believe there's also a play, right?
Yes, Arcadia.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't know much about it, but I have heard from, because I know honor students here They study Arcadia in the triple, I believe. And I've heard from them that they all loved it, really liked it. It's a great show. So I'm very excited. And I've heard it's like 2 different timelines, so I think that's going to be really cool.
Very cool. So I highly recommend people to go out and see Company.
Yes.
Again, it's free for students, which is very exciting. And hey, go and see it a few times, right?
Yeah, we love having people come.
Definitely. And then stay tuned to see what else the mask is going to bring for us for next semester and in years to come. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So are you going to go and see the show, Justin?
I definitely will. I have a few friends performing in it.
Oh,
So
very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and get out and see it. I know they put a lot of hard work into it and a lot of effort. And if you see a lot of the masked people now, they all look like zombies. So, kind of back off on them for a little, but we should definitely go out and try to encourage them. But it's time for our first break. But when we come back, we'll talk about how you can sponsor a wedding for 2 LaSalle mates. Stay tuned.
What you reading, loser?
Nothing, man. I'm just trying to study for this task coming up. You know, gotta keep up with work.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to study. Leave me alone.
Hey man, leave him alone. He's trying to study.
All right, man. You got it.
This is my channel. Everyone else is just an extra.
I may be Julie Wood, but I'm destined for Hollywood.
I may have a co-host, but I think we all know who the real star is.
I'm such a star, I need 2 R's.
I may be little, but I'm a big deal.
We may talk about team sports, but I'm not a team player.
I run the show.
Welcome back. Former Phillies pitcher Roy Halladay tragically passed away on November 7th. Halladay was killed in a plane crash that hit shallow waters in the Gulf of Mexico that early afternoon. Halladay was a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, annually to the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. The Phillies released a statement about the tragic loss saying, quote, "We are numb over the very tragic news about Roy Halladay's ultimately death. There are no words to describe the sadness that the entire Phillies family is feeling over the loss of one of the most respected human beings to ever play the game. It is with the heaviest of hearts that we pass along our condolences to Brandy, Ryan, and Braden," unquote.
Unity's PAPRA Philadelphia Coalition, organized to build, support, and manage resources in Puerto Rico, announced they are sending an additional $200,000 and will be sending some members down to Puerto Rico with supplies. The group is made up of activists, business leaders, and elected officials in the aim to focus funding and managing resources and supporting the economy in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. This will also help with connecting Puerto Ricans looking for shelter within the city and other recovery centers. This is not the only effort in Philadelphia, with more than 500 Puerto Ricans seeking shelter receiving services in the city. The universities in Philadelphia took part in the effort, with many of them playing scrimmages with proceeds going to the hurricane relief effort.
And 100 kiosks will be installed around Philly that will provide free Wi-Fi and other services. The kiosks, called Links, are being provided by a tech and media company called Intersection, which will offer modern services to the residents and visitors of the city. Not only do the kiosks provide Wi-Fi, but they will also have a phone charging port, safety features, and information on local events. While the goal is to modernize the city, there are some concerns that the kiosks will be distractions for drivers and hurt the city's historic brand. Regardless of these speculations, the kiosks are expected to be first set up in Center City and University City in 2019.
David Grzyzbowski and Jody Gilbert are a soon-to-be newlywed couple that first met during day 1 at LaSalle University. These communication major alumni are now seeking sponsors for their big day, reaching out to businesses throughout the Philly area. The LaSalle mates are confident that they will find sponsors to cover expenses for things such as food, tables, and even the bride's wedding shoes. This idea does come with a lot of opinion and even controversy from various people on social media. But Grzyzbowski urges people to take the time to understand their wedding idea and not judge a book by its cover. The sponsorship will bring an advertising opportunity to these businesses and a possible revitalization to wedding planning as we know it. Here at LaSalle TV, we wish these two alums all the best on their wedding day and their marriage. Kelly, I personally know David Grzybowski, and I know he's really excited about this. I can't believe all the national coverage that they're getting.
Yeah, they got a ton of it, and I think it's something new. I've never heard about it before. You know, the first time I read about it, I was shocked. Definitely interesting. I wonder, you know, what the outcome will eventually be.
Yeah, we'll see.
But a local dog made headlines after his creative costume went viral. Fred the dog dressed up as Bruce, a UPS driver, this Halloween. The costume was made in homage to Fred's favorite visitor, a UPS driver known for bringing Fred treats. The dog owner, Laura Horse, is a wedding planner that frequently works from home. Horse says Bruce is a frequent visitor to their Fairmont neighborhood and that Fred waits for him nearly every day and has even been known to chase down the UPS truck if Bruce is driving. Horse made sure she had a package coming near Halloween so Bruce could see Fred's costume and pose for pictures. She says that Bruce loved the costume and Fred enjoyed being dressed like his role model. I love that.
I know, I saw that, sir. It's hilarious.
I wish a dog would dress up like me. I mean, I wish a dog liked me that much. I mean, I think my dog does, but if he didn't dress up like me for Halloween, he dressed up as a hot dog. But
well, the Legoland Discovery Center is a popular Philly attraction filled with Lego-themed play areas that's fun for the whole family. Check out what the place has to offer.
All aboard the Imagination Express. Get ready to pick up your magic wand and play some games with your Lego friends. This is just the start to the ultimate indoor Lego playground. Once you exit Brick Station, head over to Miniland and explore Philadelphia. Here you will find over 1.5 million Legos.
My favorite part is Miniland Philadelphia, obviously. I mean, I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. I love seeing all of, my childhood and history being built completely out of Lego.
After enjoying the city of brotherly love, it's now time to reveal your inner ninja and take part in training camp. Take on the Ninjago laser maze and see how well you can do. Your next stop can be the Creative Workshop, where you can take a class with the Master Model Builder. After learning a few new things, you could head over to Heart Lake City and let your best friends know all the new building techniques you just learned. After a full day of building, it's now the perfect time to go to the 4D cinema. Remember to grab your glasses and get ready to go on an adventure with your Lego pals.
Ready?
Once the show ends, head back to the playground and continue to be a master builder. For LTV News, I'm Callie Montana.
The opportunity to go to Legoland, and I had a blast. I'm definitely going to need to take my little cousin back there because I actually want to play with the stuff and build with Legos, but it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's amazing. I can't believe something like that.
Yeah, there's so much to do, and that ninja maze was so much fun.
Well, coming up after this last commercial break, we will take a look at the 2017 World Series champions. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Eddie Dunn, host of LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. I'm here today to tell you to watch LaSalle TV. Though if you're seeing this commercial, that means you're already watching LaSalle TV. So I guess keep it up. You're doing an awesome job. I hope you like what you're seeing. Hi, Eddie Dunn here with LaSalle's favorite TV game show, Q&A. Do you know that LaSalle TV reaches over 300,000 homes in the Philadelphia area? Probably, right? Did you also know there's actually 13 zodiac constellations and not 12? The 13th is called Ophiuchus. But we got rid of that one because it sounds dumb, and also 13 is an unlucky number. So that's why we have 12. Where'd you learn that? LaSalle TV.
deadliest terror attack since 9/11 occurred on Tuesday, October 31st at approximately 3:05 p.m. 29-year-old Saiflo Saipov sped down a bike lane in Lower Manhattan and hit pedestrians and bikers. The suspect then collided with a school bus. He then proceeded to exit the vehicle and held up a pellet gun and paintball gun. An officer who was assigned to the area fired at Saipov and shot him in the abdomen. Eight innocent people were killed and a dozen others were injured. Donald Trump took to Twitter and said, quote, "In New York City looks like another attack by a very sick and deranged person. Law enforcement is following this closely, not in the USA," end quote.
At approximately 11:30 in the morning, a man started to fire a rifle outside the First Baptist Church in Sutherland Springs, Texas on Sunday, November 5th. 26-year-old Devin Patrick Kelly then proceeded to enter the church and open fire inside, which left 26 innocent people dead and 20 others wounded. After the gunman exited the church, he started to shoot at the residents who came outside. One neighbor then ran out and fired back. The gunman then got into the car, and two heroes, Stephen Wilford and Joni Langdroff, chased the gunman for 11 miles. The suspect eventually lost control of the truck and crashed into a ditch. When police found him, he was dead and had gunshot wounds, in which one was self-inflicted. This is the largest shooting in the state history, and 2017 is now considered the deadliest year for mass killings in at least a decade.
And President Trump's Twitter account was unexpectedly shut down on November 3rd. Twitter was notified of the account and was thought to be an accident or trouble with security on the social media site. It was later discovered that a disgruntled worker who was leaving the Twitter corporation that day was said to have disabled the president's account. After the account was fixed, President Trump took to Twitter and said, quote, "My Twitter account was taken down for 11 minutes by a rogue employee. I guess the word must finally be getting out and having an impact," unquote. Because of this incident, Twitter has spoken about taking more online safety and security measures with their site.
Baseball season has come to an end with the 2017 World Series. This year, the Astros took on the LA Dodgers in a 7-game battle. The games in the series themselves were an absolute show for baseball fans, with the team splitting the first 4 ball games, 2-2, and heading into a crucial Game 5 that would give the winning side a critical 3-2 lead in the series. The team sent their aces to the mound, with Clayton Kershaw pitching for the Dodgers and Dallas Keuchel pitching for the Astros. The game was, however, anything but a pitching duel. The teams combined for 7 home runs in Game 5 alone, en route to a record-setting series in which the World Series teams combined for 25 home runs, 4 more than the previous record for the series. Game 5 took 10 innings to decide, with the Astros on top 13-12. Off a walk of single by third baseman Alex Bregman, the Dodgers won a low-scoring Game 6 back in Los Angeles to force a Game 7 when they would send trade deadline acquisition. Second star, Astros dominated Game 7 and won. 5-1 became World Series champions. Center field George Springer was named Series MVP as his 5 home runs in the series tied record previously set by the Hall of Famer and Mr. October, Reggie Jackson in 1977, and Philly favorite Chase Utley in 2009.
Well, I have to say congratulations to the Astros for, winning the World Series, their first one.
Yes.
But, even though they beat the Yankees and
Right.
it's all right, I'm over it. But I wanted to bring up Carlos Correa proposed to his girlfriend and now fiance.
I saw that. Yeah.
Then they went to Disneyland now. They look like they're having a blast.
I know, that was really nice.
But the Rockefeller Center has chosen its Christmas tree for this year, and it's from our own state of Pennsylvania. The tree is a Norway spruce. It is about 75 feet tall and weighs somewhere between 12 and 13 tons. The tree came from the home of Jason Perrin, who lives in State College, Pennsylvania, and it will be on display at the Rockefeller Center on November 11th. The Christmas tree lighting ceremony will take place on November 29th, and after that, the tree will be donated to the Habitat for Humanity for its lumber to be used to build homes.
Well, that just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of the LaSalle TV on our Facebook page. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet us using the Twitter handle and start the conversation.
And if you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page. But until next time, for Caitlin, Justin, and the entire crew, I'm Callie Montana. Thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.
Thank you.